Hi again, welcome to Pearl Magazine. It's one thing to be able to speak your native language, but quite another to really understand it. Here in Hong Kong, many people from minority communities struggle to learn the language of their homelands. Local Indian people have found that simply studying Hindi at home can be problematic. Pearl Magazine's April Zhou introduces us to a local woman who's come up with a unique curriculum that not only teaches students their native language, but also helps the next generation deepen their understanding of their cultural roots.
I'm cooking now palak paneer, made of spinach and cottage cheese. And I make dal as well, it's made of lentil, and chana masala is made of chickpeas. It's also Indian food.
Rachel is the helper of the Kumar family. They relocated to Hong Kong 3 years ago.
I come from India and my wife is from Canada. My children were born in Geneva in Switzerland, and they were born, Ishan is now 8 years old, Ayan is 5 years old.
While they come from vastly different backgrounds, Uday says everyone in this international family loves Indian food.
Usually Indian food is on the menu at least once or twice a week. Food is an important part of any culture. Food, language, all these are ways through which you can learn about your culture, and in my case I can teach my kids and the family about what Indian culture is all about.
Yeah, it's super yummy. My favorite is probably the palak paneer, which is the spinach with soft cheese. It's Ishan's favorite as well.
Uday's wife, Leanne, says they're trying to keep the kids exposed to all the cultures linked to their identities.
Because they were born in Geneva, we wanted to continue having them in the French system and learn French. And French is also the official language in Canada as well. So we have both the Canadian languages, but also making sure that we really have an emphasis also on the Indian side as well, and making sure that they're not losing it.
Uday has decorated the flat with Indian items to raise cultural awareness in the kids. And Hindi cartoons have become a part of Ishan and Ayan's after-dinner routine.
It was very important for us to give them a sense of identity. In Geneva, there were very limited options of me trying to teach them Hindi. So the only thing I could do was to make an effort personally. So from day one, I decided that I will only talk to them in Hindi. So this is a calendar in which you can see Ishan's drawing, and he has drawn the picture of Lord Ganesha, who is a god in the Hindu religion. And Ganesha is a very important god.
The calendar is from a Hindi class. Ishan and Ayan have been going to its immersion course for almost 2 years.
And I have seen a big improvement in their level of Hindi. So like I said, it's gone from only comprehension to reading and writing and doing other things in Hindi like singing, dancing, music, learning more about Indian culture through things like we are celebrating Diwali today.
Diwali is the Indian festival of lights. It is one of the biggest holidays in the Hindu religion. The teachers designed a class around it.
Just to give introduction to the kids who are staying outside India, that this is our main festival and what vocabulary is connected to that. What the things they see around their house, so they should know what is this. So this is a kandil. You can call it a lamp, paper lamp. So the people, they just hang candles on the ceiling, either outside or inside the house. And it's always with the bright colors.
Some of the other students have Indian parents, but were born in Hong Kong.
We are originally from Mumbai. We moved to Hong Kong about 9 years ago. It's not only about how to speak the language or how they're learning how to read the language, how to write the language, which is not something that I can teach them at home. And it's also, it's just not language, it's also culture. So it's a larger part of the whole upbringing that you want to give your child.
Inspired by the same idea, the program creator says some 6,800 students have already benefited from the course. Her ambition started after she settled here with her family in 1999.
My daughter was born here. My son was 3 when we moved, but they were practically non-native speakers of the language. As we took our children around to their different activities, sports, and we came across a multitude of nationalities, our friends and our social interactions, wherein they were all immensely proud of speaking in their own native language and preserving their cultural identity. So that got me thinking, and that spark was ignited.
From the beginning, she knew that speaking a language could be quite different from teaching it. There had to be a methodology.
It was very challenging in the earlier years, primarily because there were no learning aids available, nothing. Even for flashcards or for books or for the quality and the content that I wanted to present to an international audience, it was sorely missing. So I did not straight away just get up and launch the program.
She spent half a year on research before she realized how logical and scientific Hindi was. A curriculum began to take shape. She recruited teachers. They designed and made the teaching materials themselves.
Our teachers create them from scratch. We do research, okay, this particular craft is suitable for this festival. And then that is how and students are always motivated.
It's been 15 years since the school opened. It only started intensive one-on-one private classes for adults 6 years ago. Ria Schmidl is one of those adult students. Today, she's attending her 5th lesson in the program.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.
I'm originally from Germany and India. I was born in Switzerland. I lived here for 12 years. When we were growing up, we were speaking German outside. So my dad was speaking German, my mom was speaking English. But I did learn to understand a little bit of Hindi from my mom and my family and her friends and my family friends because they all spoke Hindi.
Ria is learning Hindi now for practical needs.
I'm learning Indian classical singing. I need to learn the pronunciation. I think the main reason that pushed me to come right now, but I also need to learn the language because I am half Indian and my family is actually moving back to India.
Her Indian music teacher suggested she take the class. Ria is picking up the elementary things very quickly, but her studies continue.
For adult students who come to us, each of them has a unique need. Her guru told me that she has to work on her pronunciation. So I then designed the program for her in the sense that there was more work on pronouncing the aspirated and the unaspirated vowels and the alphabets, the vyanjan, what we call the consonants. So which part of the mouth it comes out from, like the first line, the first line comes out from here, from the throat. Second line comes out from here. Third, fourth, and the per line comes out from the lips. So all that I have to work on with her.
Ria is spreading Indian culture too. She was invited to be a guest performer at an Indian classical music workshop at the Hong Kong Baptist University. Her teacher guru is the lecturer there.
He's spreading Indian culture because he's educating the students that study music in Baptist University and giving them an insight to what Indian music is. I'm kind of just a part of helping him get that message across to his students. There's a lot of people that appreciate Indian culture, which makes it that much better to be in Hong Kong as well. And it's strong and it's appreciated, and I think that's good.
The school has recently expanded to an online platform. The courses can now be picked up outside of Hong Kong in other expatriate Indian communities like Singapore, the Philippines, and beyond.
I got this channel to also expand my horizon because the amount of connections, cultural connections I have myself made. For example, connecting the dragon boat with the boat festival in India, the kite festival in India, in Thailand, and so many other Asian countries. These things are very nice to know and to spread and to share with everyone around.
Uday and Lian are also trying to strike a balance for their kids between being international citizens and preserving personal cultural roots.
The kids won't ever necessarily feel like Hong Kong is their identity because they don't speak Cantonese. They don't look necessarily like everyone. They weren't born here. Their identities are also in these other two countries. So we've always found it as a way of explaining where they came from, as helping them discover who they are in the moment.